Not too much happening this morning, so we're finally getting a little break from the rain, although some spots still getting a little something. It's just not going to be too many impacts. Until we get into later tonight, there's going to be another little burst of rain, and I'll show you what that's going to look like in just a little bit. But you can see here on Live Mega Doppler 7000 HD, it's mostly pretty light, it's mostly pretty scattered, and mostly all of us are going to start to get a break now. But as we get into this afternoon, we will see another round that's going to roll through. And temperatures today, they're going to be cool. We're going to be right around 60 degrees for downtown LA. Enjoy a little bit more of some dry weather until we get into tonight. 58 degrees for Inland Orange County, and then about 55. So cool day ahead for the Inland Empire. Until we get into tonight, then we will have a couple hours. It's going to be moving out pretty quickly, though, and it'll be different compared to what we saw the past few days. The beach is right around 59, freezing for the mountains today at 32, and 52 for the high desert. We'll have another check in just a little bit. John, Leslie, Rachel, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Brianna, thank you.
Quickly versus the last few days where it just kind of sat and stalled and moved very slowly out of here, which caused a lot of problems. So hopefully we won't see too many issues tonight, but the soil's already saturated, and so unfortunately that will cause some problems in areas that we do have some of those bursts of some heavier rainfall, which will come through tonight. So we do still have some places under a flood watch, and I will show you that in just a moment. But to show you what we're seeing right now on Live Mega Doppler 7000 HD, it's mostly light, it's mostly scattered, so you might get a little bit of a passing shower as you're heading out the door this morning, especially if you are down into the OC. On to the east, but we have another low pressure that's going to drop down. That's going to bring some more rain tonight, and that's why we have a flood watch that's going to be in place through tomorrow morning, because these showers will be kind of in the late tonight and into the overnight hours. So that's mostly for the Inland Empire and for the Orange County areas. Now, we still have the winter storm warning in place, and the big story with the snow is going to be the low snow levels, with that snow picking up tonight with that next burst of rain and snow. And this one's going to be pretty cold. And as we get into the overnight hours, the snow levels are going to drop down to about 3,500 feet. And so we will then potentially see some afternoon. And then as we get into tonight, it will. So this system's moving on out to the east, and then we have another low pressure that's going to drop down and bring some more rain tonight, and it's moving pretty quickly. That's the good news. So as we head into about 5:30 this afternoon, your commute home, you might be getting some light spotty rain, some passing showers. It's this band with some heavier rainfall that's going to be moving on through as we get into later tonight. So closer to about 7 p.m., 8 p.m. for Ventura County, areas of LA County, we will see some moderate to heavy bursts of rain. As we head into about 9 p.m., you see that. And so we still have the potential, at least for the San Gabriels, to pull off potentially another inch of rain, while the rest of us will be getting about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch with this next round. By 10:30 tonight, it's already out into the IE and down into the OC. And then by about 12 a.m. into your Thursday, it's down closer to the low desert. And then you do see, as we head into about 12 a.m., we do have plenty of snow up near the Grapevine, and then that will continue on into the early morning hours. By tomorrow morning, about 9:30, still a potential for passing showers. Our chances are really just going to decrease as we continue on into your Thursday and into your Friday. A whole lot left, and just about a 20% chance as we head into your Friday morning, and then we get a nice, cool, dry weekend, and temperatures will start to 5%, and then we do dry out as we head into the weekend. We'll have your mountains and desert forecast coming up. John, Leslie, Rachel, I'll send it back to you.
Hey, Brianna, thank you very much, and let's take a look.
Yeah, luckily we are getting a break now, finally. We still have a couple snow flurries out there for the mountains this morning. We do have another burst, though, that's going to be rolling through tonight. So we might...
Right, but then the rain returns.
Yeah, so this morning we are not seeing a whole lot of it, but if you are in Orange County or the Inland Empire, that's going to be your best opportunity to see some showers this morning, where we're still seeing some roll through those areas. As we head into tonight, we do have another burst, though. So late afternoon, some showers will pick up, and then they'll become a bit heavier at times by later tonight. The difference with this, though, it's moving out quickly, and so we hopefully won't see as many impacts. And as I put Live Mega Doppler 7000 HD on pause for you, you can see some showers left over as we get a little closer to Temecula, and then a couple areas with some more moderate to heavy rainfall closer to about San Diego County, but then also near the Orange County coastline. And that's going to be right off the coast of Laguna and San Clemente, and so we have this pretty strong cell that's going to be moving through. But you can tell it's pretty isolated. We don't have this happening in a lot of areas this morning, and then it will pick up as we get into tonight. So we do still have some flood watches that are in place for the Orange County areas, the Inland Empire. Most of us about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch as we get into later today. But if you're up near the mountains or the San Gabriels, about 1/2 of an inch to an inch could be pulled off today. Scott Rife now with a look at your traffic this morning. Hopefully not too many impacts out there. Hey, Scott.
Yeah, nothing like we saw over the last couple of
Water out there, a lot of rain over the past couple of days, and finally we're getting a break for most spots this morning, and then it's going to pick back up again as we head into overnight tonight. Right now, you might get a little light passing shower this afternoon earlier on, but as we get into tonight, that's when the next burst of rain is going to roll through, and there are going to be some stronger cells embedded with that. So at times moderate to heavy rain, but it's moving out quickly, and so hopefully we won't see too many impacts. For downtown LA, we're at about 60 today. Orange County 58, and then pretty cool for the Inland Empire and Valleys, 55 degrees. Keep the jackets with you today. 59 for the beaches. The mountains free breeze. We'll see that snow pick up tonight and drop even lower tonight as well. And the high desert at about 52 degrees. John, Leslie, Rachel, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Brianna, thanks. We're following
for you so you can see where exactly we're seeing it, and it's not a whole lot of areas. So I hope you enjoy this little break before we do have another burst at times, and it's going to be a little more widespread. The difference is it's going to move out of here pretty quickly, so that will be nice. I have some stronger cells that will be coming in later tonight with this next low pressure. It's not an atmospheric river. This one's going to be moving out quickly. The flood watch is still in place. Now, the good news is it's moving quickly. The bad news is the soil's already saturated. So we are hoping, even if we do see any impacts, that they will be a little bit more limited, since it will just be moving quickly and it won't be lasting too long. So it should be done and over with over the course of a few hours through our entire region, although some leftover showers into tomorrow morning. So the flood watch is still there through Thursday, 6 a.m. for the OC and IE. And then we do have a winter storm warning and also some pretty low snow levels. And that's when we are expecting to see some more impacts as we head up to areas like the Grapevine. So if you can avoid driving there overnight tonight, that would be best. Temperature, and it's going to stay cool through the afternoon, so just make sure you keep the jackets on hand with you. This system's moving on out to the east. We do have another low pressure that's going to be moving through tonight, and it's going to be moving quickly, and this is what we're expecting. Light showers possible on your drive home today about 5:30. We do see some light rain ahead of this stronger band that's going to be moving through. So that's going to be through the Santa Barbara County area. And then as we head into closer to about 7, 8 p.m., we'll start to see some more of these moderate to heavy showers in Ventura County, moving into LA County. And then a little later, about 9 p.m., you can see it's pretty heavy at times. So areas like the San Gabriels might pull off about an inch from this system that's going to be coming through, while the rest of us probably a quarter to a half of an inch. By 10:30, it's already moving on out to the south and east, out to the Inland Empire, Orange County, San Diego. And by about 12 a.m., we are just seeing it closer to San Diego County and then toward the low desert. And then by tomorrow we'll have more sunshine. We will have some dry conditions, and then we're going to move into, it looks like, some mid to upper 60s heading into next week. And then for the high desert, 52 degrees, clear out there, but temperatures are going to stay cool for the high desert. Scott Reif up in Air 7 HD with a look at your drive this morning. Hey Scott, how's it going?
Yeah, Brianna.
And Brianna Ruffalo in for Leslie Lopez, watching this weather. Still a lot of green on that screen behind you.
Yeah, but thankfully so much less than the past couple of days. So we're getting a little bit of a break from most areas. You might get a little passing shower as you're headed to work this morning if you're in some of the eastern, the southern communities. Live Mega Doppler 7000 HD showing still some showers off the coast that are continuing to move through. And so we are seeing some rain down toward San Clemente and then out toward Hemet. So some spots of the Inland Empire, Yucaipa, Beaumont. First is going to be coming through tonight. So your commute home, you might get some light showers as you are driving home from work. And then by tonight, the more moderate to heavy rain is going to move through. Now, it's going to be moving a lot quicker than the atmospheric river. So this is from a low pressure from the north, and it's just going to be sweeping through over the course of a few hours. So hopefully we won't see as many impacts. We do still have the flood watch in place because some of these showers are going to be heavier at times. And unfortunately, that soil is already so saturated from the past few days. I'll show you exactly what that's going to look like coming up. Scott Reif up in Air 7 HD with a look at your drive this morning. Hey, Scott.
Hey, Brianna, good morning.
We have another round of rain that's going to be coming through tonight, but the good news is we're getting a little bit of a break this morning, and it's not going to be anything like what we saw the past few days. It's going to be moving pretty quickly, what we will see later today. And so I'll get to that in just a little bit, but this is going to be from a low pressure system to the north, and it's just going to be over the course of LA today. So it is going to be cool. You might get a light passing shower until it becomes a little more widespread and heavier at times tonight. But again, that shouldn't last too long, just a couple of hours. 58 degrees in Inland Orange County today. It's staying cool for the valleys and Inland Empire at about 55, so keep the jackets and sweaters with you. The beaches will be right. Some more snow in the mountains overnight tonight, so late tonight that snow level is expected to drop, and we could see some impacts along the Grapevine too. So we'll have more on this next round coming up in just a little bit. John, Leslie, Rachel, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Brianna, thank you very much. Joining
morning. I mean, that was several days of pretty much nonstop rain almost for some areas. So finally, that's kind of calming down, but we will have another round that's going to move in tonight, and I'll show you what that's going to look like. It's going to be much different than the atmospheric river that we've seen the past few days, where that just sits and stalls over the course of a pretty long period of time and dumps a whole lot of rain. This is going to be a low pressure system coming from the north, and so it's going to be moving through pretty quickly. Hopefully we won't see too many impacts, but I know the soil is already so saturated that we probably will, but we're hoping that they will just be limited because it is going to be heavy at times. We've seen some light showers moving through this morning, and I'll show you where. It's mostly been for the eastern and southern areas. Out toward Hemet, we've had a couple light showers, Yucaipa, and then out toward Cabazon as well. So you might be getting a little bit of sprinkles heading out the door this morning. We've had some more moderate to heavy cells offshore of the Orange County, San Diego coastline this morning. Not much of that has been moving into Orange County. It's mostly been some light showers there, but a little bit of light rain still this morning for areas of Temecula as well as Laguna, and then down towards San Clemente, where you can see we do have a little more moderate to heavy rain right off the coast there. So we do have some flood watches that will still continue on for some areas all the way through this next round of rain, so through about 6 a.m. tomorrow for areas of Orange County and then also the Inland Empire, because it is going to be heavy at times, although moving quickly. But if you're in the San Gabriels, there's going to be some heavy parts too that's going to be going through that area, and we could pull off an additional inch with this round that's coming through tonight. Most of us should be seeing about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch, and then if you're in the mountains, 1/2 to an inch. So tonight, and that snow level is going to drop tonight too, down to about 3,500 feet, and it does look like we might be seeing some more accumulation along the Grapevine, and there will be a better chance as we head into tonight. Side today too. So this storm's moving on out to the east. We're going to have another round from low pressure that's dropping from the north, and this is what it's going to look like. Not much happening this afternoon except for some showers for the mountains. You might get a light passing shower this afternoon, and then late afternoon by your commute home, probably some light rain, but this is the heavier stuff that we're looking at, and it's this band to get the more moderate to heavy rain in areas of Ventura County, LA County, and it's going to continue to move to the south and to the east. So for areas like the San Gabriels, we do see some areas of some pretty heavy rainfall, and for areas of eastern LA County as well. That's about 9 p.m. By 10:30, it's already out into the IE and areas to the south, and by 12 a.m., closer to San Diego County and toward the low desert. And then by tomorrow morning, just some light leftover showers possible. Not a whole lot. By Friday, we begin to dry out, and temperatures are going to stay cool. This weekend, though, they're finally going to start to warm up and become a bit more mild. It looks like we might have some mid-60s as early as Sunday. We might also have some offshore winds, too, which would then help us up the next few days. A cool but sunny weekend ahead, and that's going to be a nice little break. We'll have your mountains and desert forecast coming up. For now, Scott Reif with a look at your drive this morning up in Air 7 HD. Hey, Scott, how's it going?
Yeah, Brianna, good morning. Good morning, everyone.
And it might look quite different tonight, too, because that snow level is going to drop, and we will have some more move in, too, because we're going to have another little system that's going to move through Southern California.
Brianna, you think it's cruel, too. We'll talk about
I do think that this is pretty mean, I have to say. We should be focusing on love and really nice things ahead of Valentine's Day, not this. Good morning. Live at Doppler 7000 HD showing some showers still moving through. Not a whole lot, though. You might get a light passing shower on your way into work, but we're going to enjoy this little break until tonight. We will have some more move through. It's going to be quick, though, so that's going to be the difference with the system that's going to be moving through tonight. It's not going to be an atmospheric river, so we don't have to worry about that. It's going to be from a low pressure system from the north. However, of course, the soil is already so saturated from just getting pummeled with rain the past few days that we probably will still see some impacts, but we're hoping the impacts will be limited because it will be moving quickly. It still doesn't get us out of the flood watch, though, for some areas, because it does look like it is going to be moderate to heavy at times for some spots, and that goes for the San Gabriels, who could pull off another inch from this system that will roll through tonight. Most of us probably 1/4 to 1/2. La Crescenta getting a little bit of light shower activity, not a whole lot, as we head into Beaumont, Lake Elsinore. Mostly has been into areas of San Diego County this morning, but we'll let you know what to expect through the rest of the day coming up here in just a little bit. Scott Reif now up in Air 7 HD with a look at your drive this morning, and hopefully much easier. Hey, Scott.
So much easier than the last
Morning. A couple light showers possible as we head into today. But tonight we're going to have another round that's going to roll through. It's going to be a little more widespread, and it's going to be heavier at times. The difference with this next round, it's going to be moving quickly, and so that will be the good news. And we're hoping any impacts will be pretty limited since it will be moving through quickly. But we know we probably still will see some because it does look to be getting heavy at times. Now, what a beautiful shot as we look live here over the Angeles National Forest, and you can see plenty of fresh new snow. We're going to get more of that as we head into tonight as well, and that snow level is also going to drop pretty low tonight. We're going to get up to about 6 60 degrees and down 69 for beaches. The mountains, a high of freezing, 32 degrees and 52 for the high desert. I'll show you what it's going to look like as we head into tonight with this next round in just a little bit. John, Leslie, Rachel, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, we'll check back, Brianna. Thanks.
I'll pop it over the next few days. Good morning. We have some cloudy skies out there, but finally some breaks in the clouds and a break from the rain for some spots too. Although we do have some passing showers this morning, and I'll show you where, but it's cold outside. It's 48 degrees over into down. Beautiful shot over Angeles National Forest this morning. We have plenty of fresh snow. I mean, a lot of this is kind of winding down. We do still have some showers out there this morning, but they're going to pick back up as we get into later today and into tonight. But a really pretty reflection of the sunrise out there this morning too. And the big snow story tonight is going to be the snow level dropping down to about 3,500 feet, and that means the Grapevine. So if you can avoid the Grapevine later tonight into early tomorrow morning, that would probably be best. It's about 40 degrees out into Palmdale right now. Live Mega Doppler 7000 HD showing not a whole lot happening. We do have spotty little showers for some spots, but not all San Diego County and areas further south. So because we're going to have another round that's going to move in, it is going to be heavy at times, but the difference is this one's going to be moving pretty quickly. It's not an atmospheric river where it sits and stalls and dumps a whole lot of rain at once. This is from a low pressure system coming from the north, so I'll show you in a moment. Unfortunately, we do have the flood watch that will remain in place through 6 a.m. tomorrow for areas of the IE and Orange County, because while it's moving quickly, impacts should be limited, but we probably will see some just because the soil's already so saturated over the past few days. And then the winter storm warnings will be in place through tomorrow morning as well, where we will probably see some impacts on some of those lower passes. Temperatures in the 40s pretty much throughout the Southland. This goes jackets with you today. This is all moving out to the east before we have another low pressure from the north that's going to be swinging on through, and it's going to bring showers as early as late afternoon. So your drive home today, we will see some light rain possible, but it's this heavier band that's moving through Santa Barbara right around 5:30 p.m. that will start to make its way into Ventura. Heavy rain at times. It's going to last just a couple hours. By 9 p.m. it's already into areas of eastern LA County. The San Gabriels might pull off about an inch. You can see pretty heavy at times for some of these eastern areas. Then by 10:30 down into the Inland Empire, areas south. And by about 12 a.m. heading into tomorrow, San Diego County and areas toward the low desert getting a little bit more of that. And you can see plenty of snow up toward the Grapevine. And so we are expecting some impacts there overnight. By about 6 a.m. tomorrow, just some showers left over into about 9:30 tomorrow morning. Most of it, again, kind of surrounding our area. But if you're to the south or to the east, you might be getting some light showers passing through tomorrow morning. And then that goes for Friday morning as well. And then it's pretty much done and out of here. Los Angeles and Orange County. Tonight's the only time where we're going to have that band that will move through. That will be a little more widespread, but it only lasts a couple hours. And then by Friday morning, this weekend as well, just moving into the mid-50s. Maybe next Tuesday we'll pull off 60 degrees. Scott Reif up in Air 7 HD with a look at your drive this morning. How's it going, Scott?
Well, you know, overall, not too bad.
The forecast with meteorologist Brianna Ruffalo.
Good morning. Live Mega Doppler 7000 HD showing some leftover showers. Not a whole lot for us this morning, so I hope you're enjoying a little break. We will have another round that will move in tonight, though, and that is going to be definitely heavier at times. It'll be rolling through a lot quicker, though, than the atmospheric river, so this will be a separate system. We're getting mostly a break. Some light spotty showers that are left over. And then we will see it pick back up, so we do still have that flood watch in place for some areas. I'll send it back to you, Rachel.
All right, thank you. Coming up,
Brianna Ruffalo.
Yeah, good morning. A much needed break right now, at least until later tonight. And then we will have another round of rain that's going to come through. It's going to be kind of the last that could be causing any impacts this week, thank goodness. And it's going to be moving quickly, too. So hopefully the impacts will be somewhat limited. Los Angeles, there's just about a 20% chance that showers will be left over tomorrow. It's not going to be a lot of areas. And then we'll mostly be cleared out by Friday, unless you're in the foothills or mountain communities. This weekend, we have a lot of sunshine in the forecast, cool temperatures, but it's going to be dry finally. John, back to you.
Thanks, Brianna. Coming up on Good Morning.
Ruffalo. Hey, Brianna.
Good morning. We will have some more rain today, but it's going to be moving quickly, so it's just going to be about tonight. So if you're at the beaches, temperatures today are going to be, so by late afternoon, some light showers possible, and then by tonight, it is going to become heavy at times. So for the Orange County area, we do still have a flood watch at 20%. This weekend, finally some sunshine, some clear, dry conditions, but it is going to be cool with some low 60s out there. You'll still want the sweater. Leslie, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you very much. Now, meteorologist Brianna Ruffalo.
Good morning. I know the roads have been so bad out there the past few days, and luckily we have a little break today. Live Mega Doppler 7000 HD showing a little bit of rain in just a couple spots. Not a whole lot this morning. It will pick back up tonight, though. It won't last too long, just for a couple of hours. We have one more round to go, and this is where we are seeing some of that light shower activity. Not a whole lot happening. It's mostly off the coast there and down into San Diego, but because because we're getting more rain tonight, and it will be moderate to heavy at times, we still have that flood watch in place for the Inland Empire and for Orange County as well. Leslie, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you very much, Brianna. On the news at 11.